Hi, I'm Neil Snyder. Thanks for joining me for another Snyder Talk video commentary. This is part 4 in a series I'm doing on a book I've written for you. It's titled, What Will You Do with the Rest of Your Life? It's an ebook. It's available in Kindle format at Amazon. It can be purchased for use on a Kindle device, an iPad, other types of e-readers like Sony e-reader. Or you can download a free program at Amazon called Kindle for My PC. It's a free program, like I said, and then you download What Will You Do with the Rest of Your Life, and then you read the book on your PC. The premise of the book, the basic assumption of the book, and it's based on the Bible, which says Yahweh created each of us for a specific purpose, and our goal in life should be to find that purpose and then to do it. In the book, I talk about the importance of prayer. You know, we're told to pray without ceasing. We're told that there's power in prayer. And I'm afraid that we don't take advantage of the opportunity we have fully, the opportunity to pray to Yahweh and to seek His guidance and His support, His help. In the book, I talk about a prayer process that I use. And it's not I'm not presenting it as the ultimate prayer process. It's simply the one that I use, and it works for me. I'm going to give you an example of something that happened in my life so that you can understand how powerful prayer is and in getting us on the path that Yahweh created us to do. And in the book, there's a lot of testimony from me, things that are personal about my life. You might say my testimony. But this specific example will help you understand what I'm talking about, the power of prayer. I was a business professor at the University of Virginia. I taught there for 25 years. I'm still a professor there. I'm professor emeritus, actually a chaired professor emeritus. I was led by Yahweh's Spirit to write a book titled His Name is Yahweh, which I did. As you would expect, we don't write about things like that in business schools. It was the process of prayer that enabled me to understand what Yahweh wanted me to do. And as quickly as I did, I encountered obstacles that are natural if you are in a business environment trying to do something that is very different than the people who are in that environment want you to do. It wasn't something I couldn't live with. But Yahweh gave me the assignment. Then He worked me through the process of actually writing the book, which required me to learn languages that I didn't know, to learn things about Him that I'd never even considered, to put it together in a book so that it would be understandable to other people, so they would understand the importance of His name as Yahweh. He then led me through a process of understanding the traditions that we've established in churches today, and not just in churches, but in our lives as well, which make it difficult for people to accept the message about the importance of the name Yahweh. And all of these things He did for me through prayer. And He helped me to overcome the obstacles that I encountered along the way. The process of writing that book, you can say it started at the very beginning, at the idea stage in about 1998. The process at the University of Virginia continued for 6 years through 2004. And very quickly after I retired, the book was available in print form or in e-form. And yet there were tremendous obstacles. I found it very difficult to get a Christian publisher. And the reason was simple. Not because the message wasn't right, but because the message was so different than the Christian audience of most publishing houses, all the publishing houses that I dealt with, were used to dealing with. And so they didn't want to publish a book that would look foreign to the people who were reading their books. And I was wondering, well, I've been given this assignment. I've been told to deliver this message, and I'm doing it, but I can't get it out there because the publishing houses won't go along with me. And so Yahweh made it very clear to me. He said, well, I want you to create a website. Call the website His Name is Yahweh and give that book away. And I did. That was in 2006. It took about 2 years for me to finally understand that that was what I was supposed to do. This year, that website will get somewhere in the neighborhood of 400 or 450,000 hits. It's been getting, the hit rate has been increasing rapidly over the years since 2006, but the book has been up for about 5 years now at hisnameisYahweh.org. And more than 1 million people have downloaded that book. Well, let me just say this. There are very few Christian books, besides the Bible, that have sold 1 million books or 1 million copies in the past 5 years. But His Name is Yahweh has reached more than 1 million people who've downloaded the book. But because I encourage people to copy the book and share it, and I know many people do, there's no telling how many millions of people have read that book. You know, Yahweh gave me the message to deliver, and He told me to write the book, and I did. But in my world, at the time, I was a business professor, I was writing books, but they were business books. You write books, you publish books through publishing houses, you sell them. That was the only model I knew. But He wanted me to use a different model. When I pursued the path that I knew, it led me nowhere. But when I pursued Yahweh's path, it led to millions of copies of this book getting out there, and there's no telling how many millions since people are encouraged to copy and share. There's more on the site, hisnameisYahweh.org, than that book. But just think about this. Yahweh created me for a purpose. He created you for a purpose. One thing He gave me to do was to write this book, His Name is Yahweh. Using my human knowledge, the knowledge I had, the things I understood, I was not going to be able to accomplish the goals that God set for me. But once I abandoned the path I knew and took the path that Yahweh set for me, suddenly things started to happen. And today, like I said, millions of people have downloaded the book. More than 500,000, or just under 500,000 this year alone, and because of copying and sharing, which I encourage at no cost. There's no telling how many millions of people have read that book, and many more millions are going to read it. And all because I was willing to follow Yahweh, to do what He set out for me to do, the goal, the path that He set for me. That's what each one of us needs to do, me, you, and all of us. The book, again, is What Will You Do with the Rest of Your Life? It's available in Kindle format at Amazon. Just go to Amazon's Kindle store. You can download it from there. If you don't have a Kindle, you can download Kindle for My PC from Amazon. Once you've downloaded Kindle for My PC, then you download What Will You Do with the Rest of Your Life into your computer and you read it. If you have an iPad or a Kindle device or other types of e-readers, you can purchase the book from Amazon. It's at the Kindle store. Again, the title is What Will You Do with the Rest of Your Life? I want you to read it. I want you to tell your friends about it, and I want you to urge them to read it as well, because Yahweh created each and every one of us for a specific purpose. Our goal in life should be to find that purpose and then to do it. Thank you for joining me for another Snyder Talk video commentary. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thank you.